Bang, let's get it. I'm on PickFinder with it. This PickFinder app, the code is ReallyRico. You get 10% off for life. I don't got my play pulled up. Let's dive in and see. You can see how I do this. Look at all these new plays just pop as I just hit refresh. And then we got the implied probability. All of these lines look like they're heavily juiced to go over. And I doubt any of them are going to be where we want them at. Look at Ryan Pepper. Oh, wait. His pitching now over 17.5? Yeah. I like this. We like Ryan Pepper to go over 17.5 pitching out. I mean, to go 6 innings, basically. It's heavily juiced, though. I'm holding these down, what I'm doing, because there's games still going on, and Prize Picks ain't going to have those lines drop yet. So we can see what we like. We can see what's trending, not what we like. I'm looking at what's trending, and because I know ain't no sharp shit out yet, this just happens to be the time that I have the record. Bang, let's get it. I'm starting with Ryan Pepper over 17.5 outs. I see Taylor Walls. Who else I see? This implied probability is crazy. I like to see that immediately. Just showing me that the books got a lot of shit juiced over. So when I do get to the fixed payout sites, Prize Picks, Dabble, I'm already know where I'm leaning. But I don't see anything that's really gonna pop up. But I ain't got my shit straight here. Get out of there. Give me hits allowed. Give me earned runs, pitching outs, HRR, and then motherfucking total bases, and then pitcher strikeouts. You see Price, no hitter fantasy score. Price Picks ain't dropped yet. Let's see what we got. Implied probability. You see these gonna be goblins anyway, probably, but you see where they leaning. I love this. I beat Price Picks. I mean, we're early on Price Picks, but none of these bitches gonna be. I see another Jose Barrios. Let's pull him up to go over. Vlad is leaning heavy. Also, might not be trending. I'm looking at implied probability, not necessarily trending plays. Looking to see where the book's leaning, because when I get on the fixed payout site, it's easy because fixed payout sites pay the same no matter over under. I hope that makes sense. Who else I got? Alejandro Kirk. He hit 2 home runs today, did he? And they on the 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Obviously, those are due to pitcher matchups or whatever, where the books got them leaning. And I like that it's more than, it's a DFS book and Hard Rock, plus one more. Who is it? DraftKings, also leaning over. We'll dig into them in a moment. Oh, look, Xavier Edwards. Yes. Pull that bitch up over. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get a couple more. Where we at? George Springer. Yes. Pull that one. And no more pitchers, man. Yandy Diaz, he just hit a home run too. Oh look, I try to explain as I go along, but what I'm looking at over here. But Ryan Pepper, I already talked about over 17.5 pitching outs. It's not, Price Picks ain't out yet, but you know what I'm saying? It's heavily juiced. It's heavily juiced on Hard Rock at about 190. I won't play it straight there. Somebody else hit a home run. Suarez just went yard. Cattell Marte hit it. Man, so many bitches hit home runs. Underdog at minus 133. I try to wait for Price Picks to see what them bitches on, but I like the over here. Jose Barrios also pitching outs over 17.5. It's not necessarily trending. This is not what that is. These plays have implied probability at a 56% chance because Hard Rock and DraftKings have it heavily juiced at about 155. I take the over if I catch it on Price Picks or Dabble, which that may come. It's early as fuck. I think it's like 10:30. I'm recording this right now. Vladimir Guerrero over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Over the last 10 games, now his shit is hitting at 70%. And he's heavily juiced on DraftKings at about 160 and Hard Rock at 56% odds chance. Absolutely. I'll take the hit run. I'll take over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Oh, is it Aaron Savali? Look, 10 at bats, batting 400. Vlad going off tomorrow. Well, over tomorrow. For me, I'm taking that. For me, all right? Don't get it twisted. I'm not twisting your arm. I also take Vlad to go yard tomorrow. Yo, Alejandro Kirk, he went crazy. I haven't been playing him, and I haven't been playing him, but I also haven't seen him trending or sharp. But today, I'm not sure why he's heavily juiced to go over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. He went crazy yesterday, not tonight, Friday, but Thursday, he had a big game. 8 hit runs and RBI. I don't see where. I wish I could go quickly to that box score. Anyway, Alejandro Kirk, he hit a home run tonight. I'm pretty positive. I think he went back to back. I'm not sure. I don't have that in front of me, but over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. Toronto faces off against the White Sox. It is Adam Cervelli. You see Alejandro Kirk, Vladimir Guerrero, and George Springer. I think I got on this bitch. Xavier Edwards, over 1.5 hit runs and RBI. The books got him juiced. Sleeper at $1.164. DraftKings at -160. Hard Rock at -145. Might play that one over there if I like the matchup. The last 10 isn't impressive as it's only hitting at 50%. However, he faces off against Holmes, 5 at bats, batting 200. Again, the books got it heavily juiced. Sleeper at $1.164. If I play it straight, it got to be on Hard Rock at -145. I told you George Springer was on this bitch as well. He's not heavily juiced. Again, it's only 2-3 data points, but that's more than enough. You see that 54% odds chance. Hitting that 50% over the last 10, and he's gone 5 straight games under 1.5 hit runs and RBI. The books got it just to go over. The implied probability is over. The matchup versus Savali, 5 at bats, batting 400. This was not as impressive as the other ones when you compare, but if I'm going to look at the implied probability and the last 10. But please always know that plus EV or the implied probability does not care about what happened in the last 10 games. Those are hugely different. All right. Yandy Diaz also went yard today. It's only Hard Rock and Underdog that has a line at the moment, but he's trending as well, hitting at 90% over the last 10. Hey, I used to think that if my sharp play matches the trending play, oh, that shit was smacking. That don't mean shit. But it's nice to see that Yandy Diaz is going over 1.5 hit runs and RBI in the last 10 games, 90% of the time. And Hard Rock got it juiced to go over at $1.40. And he just went yard today, I think, on the 20th. This is Friday. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 player props for the MLB. I'm going to go to Daily Grind Fantasy and show you that there ain't no sharp shit. Where we at? We on dabble with it. I'm going to hit refresh. I got to throw the data points on that bitch. Minimum of 2. And there's no value. There's a ton of lines, but there's no value. I can't believe we got a game 7. I'm damn near wanting the Pacers to win in 7 now. So now to be like, I don't know. I'm a Knicks fan, so I don't care. I do care, but I didn't expect this. But if SGA don't close this bitch out, hey, Tyrese Halliburton points line was at 14 on Dabble. 14, for those of you who remember. But there's no fucking value right now, and there's a ton of lines, but this is why I got the plays where I got them from, because that isn't Look at Price Pit. That's on Dabble with it. This is Price Pit on where we at. Give me 2 data points. That's some live shit, but I ain't into the live shit, to be honest. And we got, the values on the UFC plays for Saturday night. Oh, I'm glad I caught that because it wasn't nothing else. Even the esports plays didn't have enough value for me to even start with. But as you can see here, if you're interested, I don't know how to say this name, but takedowns over three takedowns. It's the most valuable play on Prize Picks. For UFC, here's your 3-pick entry for the UFC fight tomorrow. All plus EV, all extremely valuable, all at 55% odds chance to hit or higher, and they have multiple data points. You know what I'm saying? It's Melissa Mullins takedowns under 2. Whoever this is, Orobar takedowns under 2.5, and then Tagir. Those names, bro. Over 3 takedowns. I guess I'll sprinkle it since I ain't got nothing else. Really, really sharp from Daily Grind Fantasy. Obviously, this shit flips by the minute. Anytime the lines drop, especially when those baseball games end or all over, this shit gonna flood with the next day's shit, especially for like Prize Picks or Dabble. But as you can see on PickFinder, the books that did have them already listed, Underdog's already out, Hard Rock, and any books that had Caesars or what was that? DraftKings lines was out, shit like that. I could also look at this by going to optimal.bet and seeing what, if I hit refresh here, see what lines that they have out. On Prize Picks, look, Emerson Hancock under 6.5 hits allowed. Hell yeah. Hancock under 6.5 hits allowed, and it's on Underdog. It's not on Hard Rock. Grant Holmes over 17.5 outs. That's on Hard Rock. No more on Price Picks. It's at -145 at the best price. At the best price. That's crazy, but not a lot like I thought. But I'm surprised to see that the Emerson Hancock play on Price Picks. Maybe Price Picks lines are already out, but they ain't got anything sharp on Price Picks. Not for the MLB. Not yet. Germany BBL. What's going on, bro? I'm gonna hit refresh again and show you that. Oh look, Hunter Goodman. That's live though. His hits, and it's still though UFC plays. Nah, I think that'll do it. So we didn't get a lot of trending plays. These are plays that have implied probability to go over according to the books, lines, and odds that are available at the moment. Bang, let's get it. I'm ReallyRico. You already know. Let's get this dough, bruh. Peace. I'm out.